Bianca Share here for athsvicTV. Welcome to Bundoora Park for the 2012 Victorian Cross Country Championships. As both the biggest and most prestigious event on the XCR calendar, the Victorian Cross Country Championships always produce a healthy mix of quality and quantity. Aside from offering the glory of a state title, the event also serves as a selection trials for August's Australian Cross Country Championships, ensuring the cream of Victoria's distance running crop are out in full force. As the traditional home of the event, the slopes of Bundoora Park have become synonymous with the championships. But the introduction of a new course for the XCR'11 season has forced competitors to come to terms with a challenging new climb, to the summit of metropolitan Melbourne's highest point, Mount Cooper. Kicking off the open age program was the women's race, which saw athletes competing over the internationally recognised 8-kilometre distance. With some impressive recent steepling results to her name, it was little surprise that 2008 Olympian Victoria Mitchell of Ballarat region was quick to open up a substantial gap. Approaching the halfway mark, it was Melbourne University's Sophie Barker who held second, but Knox's Melissa Duncan, South Melbourne's Sinead Diver and Diamond Valley's Lauren Crowe were all in hot pursuit. As Duncan continued to close on Barker over the second of two 4-kilometre laps, Mitchell ran on to take a big win in 29 minutes, 10.1 seconds. Duncan came through strongly to take second place, while Barker rounded out the podium.
I went out pretty comfortable. And then the first lap, I was like, oh, I wish it was only one lap. It was a pretty hard course, so it was a wake-up call. I dropped a lot on my second lap, so I just toughed it out because I found it very challenging.
No worries, and some good runs there from both Melissa Duncan and Sophie Barker in second and third as well?
Yeah, they're great. Melissa's always very tough mentally and she really has a go, so yeah, she's always a good competitor.
And Moscow World Championships now next year, is that something you look towards?
Definitely. So I might even look at World Cross in Poland, but definitely Moscow. That's my next goal.
And here are our top 8 results from the Victorian Open Women's 8-kilometre Cross Country Championship. The men's race again saw competitors racing over the international distance, in this instance 12 kilometres, with the large field of close to 400 competitors making for a somewhat frantic first turn. With no one willing to assume early pacemaking duties, it was a group of 10 that led the field through the early stages, before defending champion Liam Adams of Athletics Essendon led a breakaway group of 4 through the second lap, which included Box Hill's Chris Hamer and Knox pairs Sam Crowther and Kane Willey. By the final lap, the lead group had dwindled down to 2, with Hamer throwing down the gauntlet to Adams as he attempted to stretch out. In the end, though, Adams would prove too strong over the closing stages, claiming back-to-back titles in 38 minutes 26.3 seconds ahead of Hamer and clubmate Mitchell Brown in third.
I've been sick since Gold Coast, so I didn't really want to do too much work today, and I think quite a few of the other boys knew it, so it was quite pedestrian at the start, and I think there was quite a few of us talking and cracking jokes. Steve Deneen put in a bit of a surge, which shocked me. He put about 30 metres on the field, and I just decided to bridge that gap, and slowly the field worked their way up on that hill, and then again it was a bit of a pack for the rest of the race.
Chris Hamer, second place today after a long stint with injury. Great effort from him.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's running really well. I did a bit of a training session with him last weekend, and he's absolutely flying. We were pretty much talking the whole way, and we're running some quality time, so he's back in form and he's looking good. I was a bit worried there because looks like he was labouring a bit at the start, and then he started putting in a couple of surges towards the end, and he was looking really good. So I was quite lucky to get away with the win today.
And here are our top 8 results from the Victorian Open Men's 12 km Cross Country Championship. Also on the program were the Under-20 Championship races, which doubled as the Adidas All Schools Cross Country Championships and saw runners representing their school, athletic club or both. After opening up a big lead in the women's 6 km event, Melbourne University's Rosie Donegan held strong to cross in 22 minutes 15.7 seconds for a commanding win ahead of Frankston's Melanie Townsend and invitational runner Emily Cust. A big finish from Penley and Essendon Grammar's Stacey Stanley saw her snatch 4th place overall and the gold medal in the school's event. And here are top 8 overall placings in the combined Victorian Women's Under-20 6 km Cross Country Championship and Adidas All Schools Cross Country Championship. In the Under-20 Men's 8 km event, visiting Queenslander Patrick Tiernan led a big bunch through the early stages before breaking clear to win in 26 minutes, 53.4 seconds. Joel Tobin-White of Coonong Secondary crossed 2nd overall to take the Adidas All Schools title ahead of Callum Drake of Western Athletics. With Teemus Harrick of St Kevin's College and Sean Guiney of Hanebury College rounding out the school's podium places. And here are our top 8 overall placings in the combined Victorian Men's Under-20 8 km Cross Country Championship and Adidas All School Cross Country Championship. The XCR'12 series continues on Saturday the 11th of August with the Victorian Road Relay Championships, which for the very first time make their way to Geelong. Visit athsvic.org.au for more information and keep watching athsvicTV for all the latest from across the tracks.